The reason why you can't stick to one thing, and why that's your superpower. Take a look around your life for a second. A half-finished project sitting on your laptop. A hobby you were obsessed with for about 2 weeks. Maybe a musical instrument collecting dust in the corner. A course you started, but never completed. And somewhere deep down, there's this quiet voice saying, "Why can't I just stick to one thing?" If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. But more importantly, you might not be broken. The hidden shame. There's a specific kind of guilt that comes with starting many things and finishing few. People label it quickly. They call you distracted, unfocused, undisciplined. You may have even labeled yourself. There's a phrase we've all heard: jack of all trades, master of none. And it feels like a verdict. But here's what most people don't know. That quote isn't finished. The full version is: a jack of all trades is a master of none, but often better than a master of one. And that changes everything. The big lie you were sold. For a long time, the world rewarded one type of person: the specialist. Someone who picked one path and stayed on it for decades. One skill, one career, one identity. It worked because the world used to be stable, predictable. If you practiced the same thing long enough, you succeeded. But that world doesn't exist anymore. The modern reality. Today, everything changes fast. Industries evolve overnight. Technology replaces entire skill sets. New opportunities appear out of nowhere. This is what psychologists call an unpredictable environment. And in that kind of world, being too specialized can actually make you fragile, reframing your chaos. So what looks like inconsistency is actually something else. You're not randomly jumping between interests. You're exploring, collecting patterns, testing ideas, connecting dots across completely different fields. This is where real innovation comes from. The power of cross-connection. Most people solve problems using what they already know. But when you've explored multiple domains, you start seeing things differently. You take ideas from one area and apply them somewhere completely unexpected. That's how breakthroughs happen. Not from staying in one box, but from moving between many. Why you feel behind. Even when you understand this, there's still pressure. You see people your age advancing in one direction, climbing ladders, becoming experts, and it feels like you're stuck at the beginning. But here's the truth. You're not behind. You're just building differently. The M-shaped mind. Most people are taught to become what's called T-shaped, broad knowledge with one deep specialty. But you're building something else. An M-shaped mind. Multiple areas of depth connected by curiosity. That's powerful. But there's one mistake that can ruin it. The critical mistake. Trying to do everything at once. Learning 5 skills simultaneously. Starting multiple projects at the same time. That doesn't work. It leads to burnout. The real strategy: seasons. The key is simple. Think in seasons, not in forever decisions. Focus deeply on one area at a time. Give it your energy. Build it properly. Then move. You're not quitting. You're completing a chapter. Over time, those chapters stack. And eventually, they connect. Real-life application. Imagine this. You build one skill that pays your bills. Then you use your free time to explore the others. You don't force everything to merge immediately. You let it evolve naturally. And one day, those separate skills combine into something uniquely yours. Something no specialist could replicate. Your hidden advantage. There's one more thing that makes your path powerful. Adaptability. When you have multiple skills, you're never stuck. If one path disappears, you pivot. If one industry collapses, you adjust. You don't depend on one identity. You create options. The reframe. So that graveyard of unfinished interests, it's not failure. It's evidence. Evidence that you've been learning, experimenting, evolving. You weren't wasting time. You were building range. Closing. You were never meant to fit into a single box. You were built to move between worlds. To connect ideas others don't see. To create things that don't exist yet. So stop apologizing for your curiosity. That's not your weakness. It's your advantage. Call to action. If this changed the way you see yourself, drop a red heart in the comments.